Yeshua's mother and his brothers are coming, and standing without, they sent to him, calling him. And a multitude was sitting about him, and they say to him, Behold, thy mother and thy brothers without seek for thee. And he answereth them, and saith, Who is my mother and my brothers? And looking round on them that sat round about him, he saith, Behold, my mother and my brothers. For whosoever shall do the will of the God, the same is my brother and sister and mother. Marko chapter 4. And again he began to teach by the seaside, and there is gathered to him a very great multitude, so that he entered into a boat, and sat in the sea, and all the multitude were by the sea on the land. And he taught them many things in parables, and said to them in his teaching, Hearken, behold, the sower went forth to sow. And it was, as he sowed, some seed fell by the wayside, and the birds came and devoured it. And other fell on the rocky ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. And when the sun was risen, it was scorched, and because it was not having a root, it withered away. And other fell among the thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. And others fell into the good ground, and yielded fruit, growing up and increasing, and brought forth 30-fold, and 60-fold, and 100-fold. And he said, One who is possessing ears to be hearing, let him be hearing. And when he was alone, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parables. And he said to them, To you is given the mystery of the kingdom of the God. But to them that are without, all things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest perhaps they should turn again, and it should be forgiven them. And he saith to them, Know ye not this parable? And how shall ye know all the parables? The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is being sown. And when they have heard, immediately the Shat-anah is coming, and he is taking away the word which hath been sown in them. And these in like manner are they that are sown upon the rocky places, who, when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with joy, and they have no root in themselves, but endure for a while. Then, when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, immediately they stumble. And others are they that are sown among the thorns. These are they that have heard the word, and the cares of the aeon, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the desires of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. And those are they that were sown upon the good ground, such as hear the word, and accept it, and bear fruit 30-fold, and 60-fold, and 100-fold. And he said to them, Is the lamp brought to be put under the bushel, or under the bed, and not to be put on the stand? For there is nothing hid, except that it should be manifested, neither was anything made secret, but that it should come to light. If anyone is possessing ears to be hearing, let him be hearing. And he was saying to them, Be ye taking heed what ye are hearing. With what measure ye are measuring out, it shall be measured to you, and more shall be given to you. For whoever is possessing, to him shall be given, and whoever is possessing not, even what he is possessing shall be taken away from him. And he said, So is the kingdom of the God, as if a man should cast seed upon the ground, and should sleep and rise night and day, and the seed should spring up and grow, he knoweth not how. The earth beareth fruit of herself, first the blade, then the ear, then the full grain in the ear. But when the fruit is ripe, immediately he putteth forth the sickle, because the harvest is come. And he said, How shall we liken the kingdom of the God, or in what parable shall we set it forth? It is like a grain of mustard, which when it is sown upon the earth, though it be less than all the seeds that are upon the earth, yet when it is sown, groweth up, and becometh greater than all the food plants, and putteth out great branches, so that the birds of the sky can lodge under the shadow thereof. And with such parables spoke he the word to them, as they were able to hear it. And without a parable spoke he not to them, but privately to his own disciples he expounded all things. And on that day, when even was come, he saith to them, Let us go over to the other side. And leaving the multitude, they take him with them, even as he was, in the boat, and other boats were with him. And there ariseth a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the boat, insomuch that the boat was now filling, and he himself was in the stern, asleep on the cushion. And they awake him, and say to him, Teacher, carest thou not that we perish? And he awoke, and rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, Be thou being silent! Be thou having become muzzled! And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. And he said to them, Why are ye fearful? Have ye not yet faith? And they feared exceedingly, and said to one another, Who then is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him? And they came to the other side of the sea, into the country of the Garashah.